And this we have some marzipan.
And what is marzipan exactly?
Okay, it's a combination of almond paste, which is ground almonds that are blanched, which means they've taken the skin off of them, and they grind them up and they mix it with sugar, granulated sugar.
Okay.
That's almond paste. If you take the almond paste and you add powdered sugar to it and egg white or glucose or corn syrup to it, just to make a paste out of it, then you have what we call marzipan.
Now, can you eat marzipan?
Absolutely. You can just eat it just like that. You could take that bunny out of the hole and just
Don't tempt
bite
me,
his ears
'cause
off.
I
Bite his ears off. Okay. If you're not careful with marzipan, it's going to get dry on the edges. Okay. So you want to always keep it covered when you're working with it, and you want to keep working it. Okay. And just with your bare hands.
And so you can with the marzipan, I mean, you actually create and sculpt out.
You sculpt it just as if you were clay or putty, or that's why it's great for kids. I mean, they just love this kind of thing, and it's edible, and it's nice at Christmas time. If you have a dinner party or you have a gathering, and it's nice for families. You get together and you make marzipan ornaments. And then everybody gets to take one home. It's like an activity to do at the party, and then you take it home and they can hang them on the tree because it will dry hard.
So will it last? How long would that last if you made one?
Oh, all year.
Oh,
certainly.
okay.
Well, unless you had a mouse friend or something. Yeah, unless you had that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you want to add color to it, we have just a little color here. Say you wanted to use blue.
Like how they got the frog green, so you would add color to the marzipan to give her different colors.
Now, I would use a skewer or a toothpick, or just put a little bit of blue in there. Now, you may want to use rubber gloves when you're working with this. You could end up with, colored fingers, and that'll last you a day or two.
Okay.
But I'll just use
I don't think kids would really mind if they had
No,
blue
they
fingers
probably
for a little
actually
while,
enjoy that. If you wanted a marbled look, you could leave it at this point.
Oh, okay.
Okay. If it gets too sticky, then you just take a little bit of powdered sugar. And work it in. If it gets too dry, this will keep wrapped up and covered for months.
Okay.
But if it would happen to dry, you didn't have it wrapped tightly enough or whatever, you can either scrape it off and use what's inside, or even a more economical way is most likely, unless it's really dried through, you can put it back in the mixer or work it by hand with a little more glucose.
Okay.
Okay. Now, providing, say you wanted to make one of these little bird eggs, all you have to do is just like putty, just roll it around. Okay. And then you have one of your little eggs. See how we left it a little bit marbled there, so you get a little of the veining through it.
Okay.
Okay. Now you just paint little red dots on it. If you get one of these artist supply brushes at a craft store, they work out really nicely.
And that's to do the intricate details.
Yeah,
like
they're really pointy. They also make these little cutters that you can roll it out. You can use these tubes for rolling as well. That works really nicely. And then you can cut lines. He's acting up. Okay. If you need to cut something, these are real nice sharp edges. They're like X-Acto knives, except they're round.
For the kitchen.
X-Acto knives for the kitchen. Okay. And then you paint whatever you want. You can use the color straight, or you can mix it with, you get detailing and little lines.